It is Saturday morning of Labor Day weekend, and we got some clouds coming through, a little patchy rain through it. It's mostly to the north of me, and I'm heading south. Well, this morning is not starting off great. My tablet is now, I think it's officially dead. That's the only part of the screen that works. It has lived through a lot, especially of me. The buckles on my life jacket would accidentally kind of come in and hit the screen, and plus I left the charge port open and would be charging it, and there'd be, little tiny splatters or drops that would get in there, and I think that's pretty much what did it in, is water getting inside. My own fault. Luckily only a couple more days. I'm going to rely on the Garmin on the ski that came stock with it for maps and all that. And that should be just fine. Be able to put in my navigation in there too. Was planning on running all the way to Chicago this morning, but I don't think so. Just going to try to make the run down to Muskegon, about 80-mile run, and just kind of, like I said, hop, skip, and jump my way to Chicago from Muskegon, probably down to Grand Haven, which is only like 25 miles, if that. And then that puts me in a pretty good position to make a run on Monday across the lake over to Chicago. So I'm gonna finish getting the bag strapped on, probably grab a little bit of fuel just for reserve. I've got enough to do 100 miles. It's an 80-mile run today, but just in case it gets nasty out there, I want to make sure I don't run out of fuel, and that would be silly. So I gotta wait for the fuel dock here to open up at 8. Waiting here at the fuel dock at the municipal marina here in Manistee. So hopefully they told me a couple days ago they'd be here at 8 o'clock in the morning, but we'll see. Alright, got fueled up and putzing along here in the no wake zone, getting out into the big water. You can see a cloud bank. I'm trying to beat that cloud bank. It's going to hit here probably in another 90 minutes, but hopefully by then I'll be 20-30 miles south, and if I get rained on, not a big deal. But that's just kind of my window, trying to get out ahead of it before the winds really kick up here around 2 o'clock. Well, the water is a little bit different than when I left it a couple of days ago. There are swells, and they're kind of coming. I'm quartering them, or even a little at me. That's what I call a little angry. They're coming at a little bit different direction, so it makes the water unpredictable for me. It'll all of a sudden just fall out from underneath the ski. But the wind is not picked up, and so therefore there's not a wind chop yet. But it'll come, I'm sure. There's that cloud bank that I was talking about in the distance. But anyway, yeah, doing good. Running about 20, 25. A lot of speed variation, because when I hit the low end of the swell and come up, the ski's going to want to pop and sky, so I got to slow it down. There we go. There's a lot of fishermen out today. They're all sitting out there. I think there's a shelf out there where it just drops off and gets deep. I don't think I've seen too many looper boats out. coming around here. I think this is the point that then heads back into Ludington. I'm so glad I stopped in Manistee, because it's a long haul in a chat. The bay, I was kind of following the shoreline of the bay, and so now I'm coming out, and so I'm a little bit more into these swells that are coming in. So it's tolerable, but it's up and down. I don't mean to pop your balloon, but, well, you know. Well, the rollers are against me, but they're the period, the time between them is a little bit further apart than a couple of days ago, and so it's a little easier to ride them up and down. There ones, twos, and an occasional 3 is thrown in there just for the fun of it. It's so hard to see it on a camera angle. You just don't get an appreciation for it. Like when there we go. There's one that's, you know, it's a swell that's coming with a big valley behind it, or trough. But what do we got here? About 51 more miles. I think I did escape most of the storm behind me. Got to keep going. I'm probably going to get rained on up here, but rain I don't care about. I've been wet before. Alright, here at Little Sable Point Lighthouse. Getting ready to make a little bit of a turn. The wind is picking up from my back, and so that's got the swells that are coming one way, well actually 2 different ways, and now we got a wind coming a 3rd way. So everything's just kind of, I call it angry, it's just my way of saying that they're unpredictable. And just hard to cut a good line through them. But anyway, what do we got? Maybe another 33 miles to go. Well, I'm pretty sure this is the front line of clouds that are coming through, bringing a northerly breeze eventually, and turning the swells around for me in the next few days, which is good because eventually I want to run that way over to Chicago on Monday, hopefully. Coming into my destination, 80-mile run today. Let's see, where am I going? Muskegon. Pretty good water coming in, doing 25 or so, but certainly not smooth. In fact, me and the ski, we had an argument, and it punched me, got me good. Yeah, that's kind of bruised. Just sitting down and taking the waves, and one came up, the handlebars got me. So coming in here at Muskegon, and it's a long entry, and it's just almost like a parade route. All the boats going slow, and they're just looking. What's that guy doing? What? No way. Or they just stare. Like, what do you need 4 gas cans for anyway? Well, coming in here, this is the home that I had for the night, and worked out really well. Just tucked in the ski kind of to the side here and got it kind of tucked in out of the wind. It was great. The one bad thing is I did snag my flagpole on the rope out there and snapped it in half, so I had to re-bungee it basically with what's left on the pole. But anyway, yeah, this is Summer Shandy. This is where I slept for the night, and it's just a great setup, great spot here. Alright, so my hosts, they had a anniversary gig to go to, so I'm here with Todd, and a friend of theirs, and so we came down to the deck, is what it's called, here at Muskegon, and this is really cool. I'm digging this. Look at the swings going up to the tables where people can eat and all that jazz, and great views right here. So gotta go check out the rest of it, but that's where I came in this morning through the inlet, and I kind of saw this off to the side, and I'm like, what's going on over there? Well, now I know. Well, just to put an exclamation on last night, just had a great time with Michelle and Scott, and then they had a friend over, Todd, and Todd and I hung out quite a bit last night. Went to the deck and Dockers, which is just over here. But anyway, it was great. It was Saturday night. There were some bands playing and stuff. It was fun. It was a good time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michelle and Scott and Todd. It's just a great time. Thank you.